should you Google your symptoms? And
Now, this is where John decides he is going to die next Thursday. I hope we should not be doing this, because it would really help me out a lot at home if I could go home and say, she said, don't do that anymore. Again, almost a split decision, 48-52. It goes the other way, though, a little bit more on the no side. No, you should not. But almost as many people say, yes, you should.
So, did anybody here vote no?
Where are the no's? Lots of no's.
Okay.
Pick one, Joe. Go to a no.
Right here, you voted no, lady. Why?
I did.
Stand up, stand up. So why did you say no?
I voted no because usually you go down a rabbit hole and you start to see worse and worse symptoms and you start thinking you have these symptoms and you usually don't. So you probably shouldn't Google it, even though I probably do every single time.
You would do it anyway, right?
All right,
At least she's honest.
the real truth is, who tells your doctor you don't do it, but actually do it?
Oh, a lot of people. Yeah,
Everybody.
I mean, that would be like pretty much everybody, yeah.
It's not like Google is different from what we used to do, right? We used to ask our mom and our dad and our spouses and our coworkers, and now we just add Google to that whole bunch of people that we're asking. Here's the difference, though. When you ask your mom and your aunt and your friend, you know how reliable these people are, because you know them. You know that that's your goofy aunt and she takes hot tea for everything and whatever, but with Google, it's really hard to know who you're talking to. It's really hard to know who's giving you that answer. So I have two suggestions. First, go to a place that you think that you know is reliable. So my two favorite places that I send my patients to is really the things that end with .gov. The NIH has a great resource for patients. The CDC, great resource for patients. But all these government agencies,
if it ends in .gov, it might be legit.
Right.
As opposed to you can't even pronounce it. Right.
And then the more specific you can make it, the better it's going to be. If you have a headache and you put in headache, well, you're going to get a million answers, and they're not going to be, some of them will be good and some of them won't be good, but you won't know. So if you have a headache and it's only on the left and it's throbbing and it changes the way you see things, put that in. That's good. That's going to give you a much better answer.
You can do it, but buyer beware, be specific, and look for a .gov versus something you don't know.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.